Hello, everybody.
Mr. Pazderka.
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you here on the Dominic, is it Coco case?
Yes, and they actually go by Dominique, so they are on Zoom.
Okay. And so it looks like, is this a no contact order motion?
Yes, Your Honor. I don't see it in Laserfish, but the JABs indicate that it was filed, or at least on the August 25th, that it was filed and set for this date.
Okay. So Mr. Is it Coco? Am I saying your name correctly?
Yes, Your Honor, that's correct.
And so what are you asking to have happen here today?
Well, Your Honor, as you stated earlier, these orders can create havoc, and it is just creating financial havoc. It's really jamming our family, our flow of just being a family. This person is getting ready to go away for 2 weeks.
When you say this person, do you mean Dominique?
That is correct, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Dominique is going to Florida to have some type of surgery. He will be gone. She will be gone for 2 weeks. I will be gone for a while after that, but she needs to get her stuff, and she has no place to live. She doesn't have a driver's license. She is working on it. She doesn't have her GED, and it's either put her on the street or
and then
I'm in a bad situation.
So you're her father, correct?
That's correct, sir. Yes, sir.
And then had she been living with you before all this?
Yes, that is correct.
And I see that there's nothing else on I don't see any other charges of any sort. Is this, what's your perspective on all this in terms of, I'm not sure what went on but going forward here, I mean, what sort of situation can we expect? This is, this is technically domestic violence, but this isn't spousal abuse one way or the other, which is, I also look at those differently. The mother-daughter or father-daughter, excuse me, situation here. I mean, and if you were paying, you told me about the wreaking havoc. And so you probably also heard, I want to make sure that you're safe, and then I'd like to keep her out of trouble. And so I guess that's what we're looking at going forward, as to whether, you're going to be safe and whether she's not going to get in any more trouble, which she doesn't need to be getting in any more trouble. So I'll hear your perspective on that.
Well, Dominic is getting ready to pursue a career, and going to Florida, the surgery is part of that pursuit. Once that's done, she plans on moving, I believe, to Los Angeles. But right now she has nowhere to go, and I'm paying for hotels, and it's killing me financially.
How long has she been living with you, like all along, or just?
No, she moved back in last November with a friend on the contingency that she would leave in 2 weeks. And as you can see, that didn't happen. She's been living with us the whole time.
All right. Well, other than this, which is a pretty big how have things gone generally?
Just Dominic's very argumentative, very needy. I just don't. No isn't a good answer for Dominique. And
well, I'm in position to say no, and so that's what I'm trying to figure out, whether a yes is appropriate here. And I'll talk with her in a minute too.
Okay. Yes, sir.
Or actually, but before I do that, Mr. Pazderka, I'm going to hear from Mr. Pazderka, and then I'll hear from Mr. Fortunato also.
Yes, Your Honor, we are seconding the motion to rescind the no contact order. As you've heard, Dominique has been staying at hotels does not have anywhere else to live. They are also having surgery in Florida. My understanding is their mother is going to be going with them. So the issue is primarily that they are being barred from returning to their home right now. And it's also my understanding that due to the surgery and then other logistical things that they won't actually end up being around the protected party going forward. The issue is being able to return to their home to get the support from other family members. And also to then also prevent the current financial issues that her parents are experiencing.
Well, and I get that. I mean, that they aren't, yeah, it is problematic for them not to be able to go to what had been their home here for the last year, but do they realize their role and how all that happened? And are they aware of what they need to do to make sure something like this doesn't happen again, and that people will be able to coexist peacefully?
Your Honor, I do believe they do. I've spoken with them. I do believe that they understand the context that led them into this situation. With regard to their role, I guess I would say that these are still allegations at this point.
Yeah, I know.
I'm not
And
saying, obviously, they were involved in an incident that led to this, but I do think that they do seem to have, based off of my conversations with them, do seem to have a good understanding of why the situation occurred and are very committed to avoiding it in the future.
do you mind if I speak with them directly?
No, Your Honor, that is fine.
So what's your perspective on this?
Me?
Yes.
Okay. So I don't know. I moved back in February. I mean, last November.
Right. I heard that.
I had a different surgery I was planning on doing, and when that fell through, I just like kind of stayed around until waiting for this one. So now I have like a major gender affirming surgery in Florida, and then I plan to move back to Los Angeles. That's like where my friends are at. And I plan on going back to therapy as soon as like I get insurance figured out, which should be like by the time I get back from the surgery, I should have insurance through my mom's job. And I plan to go back to therapy. Things are very tense in the house, and that's why like after this I plan to move back to Los Angeles. I do realize like my role in this. I do realize like I did play a role in.
Okay, well, what I'm looking for is some sort of assurance that, you had just said that things were tense. And I heard your father kind of indicate the same thing. And so what I would be looking at, and you're the one charged here, and your attorney's right, these are just allegations at this point, your commitment to reducing tension as opposed to maybe increasing or enhancing it. What's your perspective on that?
So I plan to like stay away from my father, the protected party, as like my attorney said. I won't really be in the home too much. Like from this point forward, I plan to like go to Florida for the next 2 weeks and then move out. I think that this whole experience was a very eye-opening experience for the us. So I think like a lot of the tension kind of got lifted like just by like all the stuff that's happened, me going to jail and all that. And I plan to go back to therapy to kind of like work through some of the tension that led up to this point.
Let me hear from the state, and then I'll make a decision. Mr. Fortunato.
Thank you, Your Honor. From my perspective, I think, I understand where they're coming from, but in my situation, or I guess from where I'm seated, it sounds like it's potentially more appropriate to modify the order rather than to drop the order. I think the order currently allows for, I think it allows for a civil standby, which in this situation would be appropriate for the defendant to go get their things from the property. And perhaps there could be an additional modification to allow the defendant to return to the property or in situations where Mr. Coco is not there, is not present. I think that would accomplish a lot of these same considerations. However, dropping this order entirely understanding that the defendant's going to be leaving and then probably not returning for quite a period of time, I don't think that dropping this order is appropriate, particularly given the allegations here.
Okay. And there is no PC statement that I read. Well, here's what, again, this is going to be another instance. And then how do I pronounce your name? Would you like to use Dominic or Dominique?
I'm a trans woman. I prefer to go by the name Dominique.
Thank you.
Thank
And
you.
So, given your lack of history, combined with the comments of your father, and part of the reason for this, frankly, is based on what your father said, it's a financial burden. As far as I can tell, he's been, paying for hotel rooms for you, which I hope you appreciate. And he didn't have to do that, but he is. And so I'm going to go ahead and rescind the no contact order. And so, but again, that would allow you to take care of your business, get the things you need to do. You can go off to Florida, do the things you need to do there for your health. And, but I hope you appreciate that, your father's been support, and I mean, you don't get along, and a lot of people, have somewhat fraught relationship with their parent and child and so forth. But, and again, maybe I'm speaking out of turn, maybe not, but I hope you appreciate the fact that he's, even after all of this, he's still at some point looking out for you in terms of, keeping you off the street and keeping a roof over your head. And I say that without making any comment as to, I don't even know anything about the allegations, but
I do appreciate it. I mean, we have our moments, but I really do appreciate that he's kept me off the streets, and it means a lot.
And then hopefully that you can conduct yourself in a manner that, again, just keeps you out of the court system. I don't think either one of you enjoy being here very much. And so that's what I'm going to do here for today. And the court date remains. You're going to have dates in the future. Apparently you're going to move out of state, but through the miracle of Zoom these days, this case can still be resolved unless it goes to a jury trial. But this case can still be resolved over Zoom and to be done remotely. But I'm going to be relying on you to, again, conduct yourself in a manner that keeps you out of here.
I will, Your Honor. Thank you so much.
You can thank me by doing just that, conducting yourself in a manner that keeps yourself out of here. And I think that's the best way you can thank your father also for his support.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. And so have you been getting text reminders of court dates?
Yes, Your Honor.
Your next court date, and then I want you to, and again, if you're going out of state, it's even more important for you to maintain contact with your attorney there, Mr. Pazderka. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
And your next court date is November 12th at 10 a.m.
Okay.
And then you can get a copy of the rescission order off the district court website when it's signed, but it's not here yet. It'll take Mr. Fortunato a few minutes to get it here. You can wait for it, and then I can tell you on the record that it's been rescinded, and then you can get it off the district court website. It's up to you as to what you want to do.
Yeah, I can do that.
All right.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Let's come back. So I'll come back to you guys in a minute. Is he gone?
Your Honor, Ms. Coco's rescission orders in the.
Thank you. So the Cocos can come back on the Zoom call, please. I'm signed the order that rescinds the no contact order. The no contact order is now rescinded.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
You're
Your Honor.
welcome. Good luck to you
Thank you.
both.
I appreciate it.
Be safe, be well, sleep sweet, and much love.